Smoke you weed and that's my theme song, bitches. No one is illegal on stolen land, and my tribes are Cherokee and ATT, and I just want to thank Billie Eilish for dedicating her award to the Native American community. Now, even though I felt that the Tongva, the Native American community, said thank you, but fuck you back to Billie, I don't speak for everybody of my tribe, but Cherokee, thank you, because natives with brains are not going to treat you like that. I apologize. I do have to say, a lot of people cannot believe that there are some Native Americans who are racist. There are some Native Americans who are still wrapped up in the trauma that racist European came over and some of the stuff that they have done. I will explain how no one is stolen on stolen land. First of all, we'll go through it within the article. And it's mostly white boys saying this shit. Oh, here they go with that stolen land mess. They say it like that because they know that it's true and they just don't want to reflect and admit it. Like this girl right here, like Billie Eilish. I don't know what her DNA is. I don't know what her blood is. I don't know if she knows, but there's a possibility that she could have indigenous blood. And if that is true, then she's already on her own land. So why are... Y'all are going to understand what I'm talking about, but why are some... I really hate when natives are racist. Going along with the oppressor, Stockholm, going along with someone who is abusing you in hopes that they would just be good to you. There is a saying from the Cherokee that if you change, like these white people tell you to change, they will not like you. And if you stay the same, they will not like you. So... either way, a racist white person will not like you. Also, we're not going to go through the comments. There was only one person in the comment who was on the same page as me. I don't know if he was non-native or he was native, but he said, I agree with him. You can't talk to stupidity. Kind of like DeSantis, you're going to see what I'm talking about in this article. You can't talk to stupidity. Now, he gave an example. If people out here cannot admit, if you cannot admit that a man cannot get pregnant, then how can I have a conversation with you about a man not getting pregnant? You're not going to be able to believe it. So that's the thing about some of these racist white people. They cannot admit that their ancestors came over here in a fashion that they stole the land. They cannot admit that they're still stealing the land. Today, Mexicans are Native American. And here, white people, you're an immigrant. You're calling Native Americans immigrants, but you're an immigrant hurting other immigrants. It's hypocritical, but it reminds me of Hitler. He was a Jew and he was going around killing Jews. It's self-hate. Billie Eilish doesn't have this self-hate, but I understand that these other white people like DeSantis, they have self-hate and they're trying to push it off on you. But it doesn't make sense that just because she showed homage, just because she showed respect to First Nations that were here before she was here, why should she give up her land? That's not the natives who are saying that. That's white people who are saying that. Let's get into the article. I think it's really nasty how everyone is treating Billie Eilish. Especially, I do not understand why white boys mistreat white women. And the thing about it is, pre-colonial, before white people came here, before paleface, before Spaniards, before colonizers, whatever the fuck you want to call them, invaders, whatever, before they came and stole the land, which they're still stealing, Native Americans listened to women because women make more men. And so they felt I'm speaking from the Cherokee point of view, from unaffiliated city native Cherokee point of view, all right? It's talking about you need to go back to the res. My ancestors never walked to the res. And bless you people out there whose ancestors, your ancestors didn't walk to the res neither. And bless the people whose ancestors that did walk to the res. God, that my ancestors did not walk to the res, though, because I feel like, see, my ancestors were teaching me that they already did that in Germany. There was a lot of Cherokee that felt that their res was death camps, and it's where white people want to put you until they can figure out how to properly kill you. And I don't understand why anybody is bitching at Billie Eilish, but y'all not bitching at Trump. Trump is on 2 reservations right now. I'm for sure he's on Dene reservation, which is the proper way to say Navajo. And he's trying to rape them of their natural resources. Why are y'all not saying anything to that bad white man? But y'all are talking to Billie like she's bad, and she's not bad. All right, Native American tribe that owns land under Billie Eilish, LA mansion, has message of virtual signaling the singer. I don't understand how that person wrote that title, but this is easier said than done, and I'm not trying to be mean, but perhaps think about buying some land over here in Old Cherokee Territory. Old Cherokee Territory is Atlanta. I don't do that, you know? Like when I go in Atlanta, I teach people a little bit about the First Nations, you know, pre-colonial. I tell people Native Americans gave us cornbread. And they're like, really? Yeah, I love cornbread. You know, things like that. That's how I teach people my culture. Or like, I'll be like, did you know that this is Old Cherokee Territory? Did you know that Stone Mountain is actually a volcano? And I don't understand why people get into a mode of teaching people their culture in a nasty way. So let's get into this. The Native American tribe that owns the land under Billie Eilish, but did y'all sell her that land? Because I'm pretty sure, you know, the white courts came over here on this land. And isn't that who's selling the property of the land, or the white courts, right? Isn't that where you get the deeds? I'll talk about the deeds in a moment. I'll talk about the deeds in a moment. So, under Billie Eilish, $1 million LA mansion said that the celebrities should explicitly reference the tribe if they want to use them for to virtually signal. That's fucked up, dude. You need to specifically say what tribe is on the land. I know you don't know. And another thing is that Native Americans keep secrets, which I understand. They don't want to tell. They make jokes like, I'm not finna tell your dirty, dumb, white ass nothing. Because they say jokes like that, and at the same time, they won't teach other natives things. They won't help other natives get back to their tribe. And I just feel like I hate it when when we find Native Americans that act ugly, because you're acting like white people. And majority of us do not act like that. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. But I know majority of us on the East Coast don't act like that. I don't act like that. And I don't like it when I see someone who shares the blood of the ancestor with me acting like that. I think that's so. And then another thing is, we're getting caught up with the money that she makes. You know, that's how when people see how much money you make, they feel like, oh, that's mine. You need to give it to me. And my ancestors felt that people going on the res were very detrimental, because it would put people in a habit of asking the white men, can I please have some more reparations? Please, can I have some more? More, please, more. But I'm serious. I agree with what my elders were saying. Instead of you taking care of yourself, you are expecting someone else to come along and pay you and take care of you. They're going to put you in a cage, and they're going to treat you like the property they feel that you are. To this day, white man still goes on the res and kidnaps. Some natives do it too, but it's predominant that white men go on the res. Other color do it too, but it's predominant that white men go on the res and kidnap Native women, and then they go missing. This shit is still happening today, and cops covering it up. The Tongva tribe confirmed that, quote, bad guy. That's fucked up, end quote. That's fucked up. Why are y'all calling her a bad guy? Singer's 3 million home does sit on its ancestral land after 24-year-old used her Grammy acceptance speech to rail against ICE and insist that no one is illegal on stolen land, end quote. I would say thank you for showing, you know, that you respect and that you are down to fight the challenge with us. I would say thank you. But listen to what this person's going to say. The indigenous inhabitants of Los Angeles Basin, known as the first Angelinos, said, and that sounds Latin, that sounds Latin to me. That sounds Spanish. A lot of people don't know that Spanish is actually the first language besides the tribal languages. That was the first European language that was spoken over here in America. It wasn't English, it was Spanish. As they appreciate Irish sentiments, however, they noted that the performer hasn't contacted them directly. Wow. And insisted that next time she refer to them. Whoa! There's a lot of people who live in Atlanta who don't know that they are on Old Cherokee territory. What do? I don't insult them. I just tell them, hey, did you know that you're on Old Cherokee territory? Yeah. That's mean as fuck. I don't say, hey, if you want to say something good about natives, you better make sure you call me first and get permission. I don't act like white people like that. I don't act like the pale face, like. I be telling people stories of the Cherokee. The Cherokee tree, all this shit. Like, I be starting off just like how my elders did. When the white man came over and spread disease throughout the people, he also spread it throughout the land. And then I started teaching people about the Cherokee blight, like how the trees are sick. And it's actually skeletons that you see and not trees. I'm thankful that I don't treat people like this. And I am not affiliated. I'm not affiliated with my tribe. I just know my blood. Congratulations on your award, and I apologize the backlash that you're getting. Okay. English has not contacted our tribe directly regarding her property. Oh, let me pull back. Why does she need to do that? Well, I don't understand. She's a woman, and she has to take care of herself. Nobody helped her earn that money. She helped herself. So why is she not allowed to use her own money to take care of herself? Y'all don't bitch at JP Morgan. Y'all don't bitch at Trump. Why aren't y'all mad at Trump giving y'all some donations? Trump want to give donations to Greenland. And then at the same time, I just made a video yesterday about how Trump, he wants to delete Native American history. He wants to throw away all the signs that are up there at Little Bighorn. Them motherfuckers is acting like they want to take the Lakotas out first. Like, what the fuck? We have bigger fish to fry than Billie Eilish. Learn how to say thank you. Could you say in the comments why she needs to contact somebody else about her property? I understand that you own the land, but you didn't sell any part of the land to her. The white people are selling your land to her. So why are you not mad at the courts? Hey, you're not right. You're not right selling this land. That deed is not even constitutionally justified. All these deeds have been fake as hell since y'all showed up since the 1800s. And then let's get into the blood quantum. How that's unconstitutional. That's not even first of 16%. Fuck that. We're doing 2%. If you can be 2% French and they belong to, and then you belong to them and they'll claim you. You can be 2% German. You can be 2% English. Then you can be 2% indigenous and we're claiming you. Why do some natives don't care that white people came over here to kill us and they just keep killing us, Mr. White Man? That's how the fuck I see how some people actually speak for their tribe. You're not speaking with the knowledge that you gained from your elders. You speaking like some shit that you learned from a racist white man. That's white people. You gotta go around and ask for permission, have papers, have cards, and then when they show up, they're gonna rip that shit in your face anyways because you're fake. Even though you're real, you're fake. If anything, y'all saw the movie Frozen and how Elsa found out the truth. If anything, Billie Eilish is acting like this chick from Frozen. She's finding out the truth and she's doing the best that she can within her power to spread awareness and education. Thank you. That's what we need to be saying from the Native community. Thank you. I don't give a fuck. I'm a black Native. You know what I say to black people? Thank you for accepting me, black people. And you give me some of your strength. And then I want to thank you. And they're like, tell us about your ancestors, you know, being black Native. Like, they just want to hear it, you know? Like, none of this racist shit that white people taught the world. Racist white people taught the world. We do value her. I'm going to go back to what the Tongva spokeswoman was saying. We do value the instance her public figure provide visibility to the true history of this country. Tongva spokeswoman said to the Daily Mail. It is our hope that in the future discussion, the tribe can be explicitly referenced to ensure public understanding of the greater Los Angeles bison remains Grabalino Tongva territory. End quote. I feel like she's just trying to say, like, I would have put it like this. I feel like what I'm hearing is, I just wanted you to know that, did you know that you're on Tongva, he's Gabrielino Tongva territory. It's easier for me to say my tribe's territory. I'm sorry. I be telling people all the time, you know, you're on Old Cherokee territory. People be like, yeah, I knew it. I felt it. I'm like, yeah, and so some of the stuff they did in the past, this is why we still do what we do today. But talking about, I wish she would have directed us directly. We didn't know until you said something. I didn't know. I always wondered, you know, who originally inhabited that land pre-colonial. Now I know. But I wouldn't have known if y'all had said it. But I hate this way. Let's sum this up because, you know, it's starting to be a long video. So anyways, Eilish was widely mocked for her comment on Sunday when she yelled "fuck ICE" from the stage while denouncing that ICE is on stolen land, which they are. And they keep, I don't know why you're all showing pictures of her estate. They keep trying to steal the land. Mexicans, Venezuelans, Argentinian, all them are Native American. Canadians, Inuit, all these are Native Americans. The Americas are one. And it is bullshit that racist white European people invaded, came over here, and did not want to learn the land that they're on. It is stolen. But you can't admit that because you're still stealing it. They still are. They're still looking for ways to get on the reservation and kick the natives off and kill the natives on the reservation. One of the res that they're looking at right now is Dene. They're looking at another one over here. Winnepango. I apologize. I don't think I'm saying their tribe's name right. But they're the ones who fed the pilgrims. It might not be them. It might be someone else over there. But there's another tribe over here that Trump is trying to... He's trying to get on... He's already on the res. And he's making atom bomb mines so that he can steal... So if those blow up like Chernobyl, everyone around is going to be deformed. And he's doing that to natives. That's what he thinks of native culture. But he's trying to steal the natural resources out of that land, coal and oil. But it's like, why are you stealing? Like, why are you trying to get coal when everybody's moving over to natural? Like, everybody's moving over to electricity. We could use hemp to run cars and to make clothes out of, and to make cars out of, and da 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 da. There are natural resources that if they get thrown back in the earth, they're biodegradable. They won't hurt the earth like what we're using right now that's made out of coal. So it's like, why do you keep moving backwards when we're moving forwards anyways? You don't even need to take these natural resources out the ground like this. Oh, gee, this stolen land nonsense again. Maybe she should step up and forfeit her South Carolina mansion since I supposedly on stolen land, end quote. Governor Ron DeSantis wrote on X. See, this is how come you natives don't see white people being racist towards us like that? But when someone's being nice towards us, like Billie Eilish, you're insulting her. You should have said what land you were on. Even though I know my culture keeps major secrets. And the reason why natives keep major secrets from white people is because white people came over here and they would learn the secrets of natives, and then they would exploit it. They would be very nasty with it. They would sell it. They would like the Chattahoochee over here. There's like a path on the Chattahoochee that the white boys came down from the north, and the white boys were trying to get the southern white boys, and so they asked the natives, how can we pass this ocean, this water, the Hiawassee, the Chattahoochee, how can we pass the Chattahoochee? And they showed them the path on that they could pass. And so I understand, like, it's lessons that I've learned, things like that in the past. Or, for example, the Oregon Trail was, it was a black couple, and they were in Chicago, and they were getting very badly mistreated by white people. And y'all know how white people are with these angry white mobs. So the white mob of Native Americans had told the black people to go up the trail and go to Oregon, and it's very nice up there. But unfortunately, the couple was not watching their surroundings, and the white people had followed them up there, and that's how they got up to Seattle. So that's why Native American cultures do not share secrets over here in my country, in North America. That's why they don't share secrets. It's because every time that they have shared secrets in the past, it has been exploited. Here we go again. I don't like reading what racist white people say, because like I said in the beginning of this video, they can't admit the wrongdoing that they do. They can't admit that that they're immigrants themselves, killing other immigrants, making up excuses and reasons to hurt other human beings. Any white person, so it's not anyone who's saying that she should give up her home, but of course a white man who thinks that it's cute, I'm a white man, and I think it's cute that other white girls be homeless, and that they should be dependent on me. That's pretty much what they say. Maybe think about coming over to East Coast, because it wasn't till I got with an Arawak. It feels like I can only really talk to Cherokee, Seminole, Arawak, but those are my sister tribes over here. But like, Arawak had said to me, I see you really like those Great Plains natives. And I was like, what do you mean? I love learning about different tribes. Tell me your tribe down there. You know, tell me what's your favorite, what's your tribe's animal, you know? Like, tell me something about your tribe. Teach me a little bit. Don't be ugly. But I like learning about different tribes around the world. So yeah, I do love all tribes around the world. But I remember they warned me over here, East Coast. They do say that, like, the natives in the West Coast, like the Apache and stuff, they're like, yeah, they're really, really mean. They say that the colonizers went in on them more than they went in on us. And we kind of feel that we're all within the trauma, but we think that they're still hurting from the trauma more than us. But I do agree. I was warned that the natives in the West are very, very, very mean. And I have my own experiences myself, and I apologize that I agree. I even have a cousin who is Oneida, and when he was over here in the East, he was cool. And when he's in the West, and we don't talk, he's become completely a dick. I don't know if it's the vibes over there. I don't know, but yeah, not every Native American is nice. I apologize. We have racist ones in the tribe, too. Any white person who does a public stolen land acknowledgement should immediately give his or her land to Native Americans. Let me pull out real quick. If you give your land up, it's not going to go to a Native American. I see if you rent it out and you say natives only, I could see that. But if you sold your land, we know exactly where it's going to go. It's going to go to probate, and it's going to go to white court. So I don't even know why they're sitting up here pushing these prejudiced lies. Otherwise, they don't mean it. She meant it. And thank you. You don't mean it, Mike. You can only speak for yourself. Also, I'm pretty sure they don't mean it. Shut up, Mike. You talking about yourself, bitch. It's Republican over there in Utah, and Utah's racist as shit. What's the tribe over there in Utah? Somebody tell me. And then let me know. They're pre-colonial. Whose land was that? Whose land was that? Let me tell you right now, over here in Atlanta, this is all Cherokee territory. What that means is pre-colonial, before racist white man came over here, before Europeans came over here. It was the Cherokee who stayed here. Ani Hunwia. Ani. And I like, why have y'all know why do natives do this? Like, some of the kids are named after the tribe. Like, why? I think it's funny to meet someone who's Lakota and his name's Cody. And my mom's Cherokee and her name is Annie. Like, what? Why do they do that? They name us after the tribe. They don't do that to everybody, but why do they do that? That's something I'm still learning, okay? Teach me. A gentle reminder that Billie Eilish is worth 50,000 and has $0 and has given $0 to original inhabitants of this stolen land. End quote of Manny Morata. Manny, you didn't give no money to indigenous either. I don't see no money in my account from you. So shut the fuck up, independent journalist that posted on X, a racist social media that what's his name owns, who we what's that dude, Elon K-hole, that his name's not Elon, his name is K-hole, and he likes to get robbed by Republican white people over here in America. But anyways, regardless of all the hate that people are showing Billie Eilish, I want to be someone with indigenous blood to say thank you for showing, for putting a highlight on some of the challenge that indigenous people go through. Let's smoke one for you. Think about coming to East Coast. The natives over here, we're a little bit different. But there is some hate for natives. They're hateful towards me. If they found out how much blood quantum I have like, I remember I was asking my cousin, why do a lot of natives have white last names? And he said, because when the colonizers came over raping everybody. That's something they gave them. But it is strange. Like, I was wondering also why a lot of res natives have, like, they make fun of me talking about, oh, you probably have 34% or 16%. I'm like, no, I got more than that. And it is strange that they insult people who have, like, 75% or 100% indigenous blood. It's strange. And then if you go down to South America, they insult people who have, like, you have to have more indigenous blood, if that makes sense. So me being 50%, like, they're like, okay, you're cool. But say if I had less, like 34%, they're like, nah, you got raped too much by and it's not, and isn't that fucked up? Because that's something that happened to my ancestors. I didn't have nothing to do with that. I wish that didn't happen. But they kind of insult you if you don't have a lot of indigenous blood. They're like, nah, you got raped. Or yeah, your grandma. It's all about a competition of whose grandma got raped more by the colonizer and whose didn't. And so down there, some of their grandmas didn't get touched. And they act like white people and brag about it. I'm 100%. I'm 100%. Meet a white person. They'll help your kids change that. And help your blood quantum go down. But that blood quantum is bullshit. It comes from Rome. That's the way I see that. That blood quantum is bullshit. And I meet blood quantum, but there's a lot of people who don't, and that's why we need to get rid of it. We're not counting people correctly. They're not looking at your blood, they're looking at your skin. I'm kind of interested in what her blood is. I wonder if she's got any. Everyone has native blood. You may not be on your native land, but everybody's blood belongs to some tribe. Let's end this, y'all. Thanks for coming through. I forgot how to say bless you in Cherokee. Oops. I'll say it in English. Bless you. Wait, no. It's I know the beginning part, Adawado, but I can't remember the last part. Man. I'm learning. Don't hate on me. Don't treat me like a not-stable child. You know, right now is supposed to be the time that the tribes are coming together. Cool. So can we actually do our best to come together? Can the people of the tribe, can y'all repeat what your elders said? Could you pay attention to what you're repeating? And pay attention if that's a lesson from your elders. Or if that's something that you're repeating that you heard from white people. Or from someone else who heard it from white people. Are you really acting like the teachings of your elders? And it's crazy how I don't feel like I was ripped from the tribe. I feel like the tribe was ripped from me. And it is crazy how I have never gone to the res and I know what I know. And I know some things out here that the res doesn't know that I could teach them that happened over here in Old Cherokee territory. So I am ready for all the tribes to come together. And one way that we're going to heal out the trauma of what white people are doing and did is teach each other, our tribes. I am ready to learn your tribe, your tribe's original name, the animal of your tribe, your dances, the food, the songs. Teach me that. Don't show me the ugliest face that you could show out here. There you go. See you later.